All right, man. The Lions IR list came out, and I said the one guy that they actually have on the roster that can actually help Jay Nivey. Apparently, he landed on the IR list, and he landed on the IR list where he out for the first quarter of the season, or the first 4 games of the season, and it ain't looking good for the Lions. It ain't looking good. I'm not worried about everybody else on that list, but I misunderstood it yesterday. I'm gonna talk about it. So I guess when I read the article, I would have found out. But yeah, I just started reading this morning. Um, trying to figure out the topics that I wanted to talk about. Ain't much to talk about. Had the whole Tate Ralish situation. So Onwuzurike out at least 4 games with injury. 9 Lions placed on injury list. Pack them up. Pack them up. I'm done. Pack them up. Pack them up. Pack them up. I'm done. I'm legit done. I'm legit done. Pack them up, bro. Pack them up. The one guy that you were actually banking on to really, have a good year and help the pass rush, he already injured. So you know what's going to happen after that. Marcus Davenport's going to go down. I mean, I feel y'all now. They fools if they don't bring back Darius Smith. This year is just, I don't predict years, but I don't see it being good. This is nothing new with this is nothing good with Brad Holmes. This is his biggest thing. He keep investing resources into he keep investing resources into injury prone players, bro. And then one thing about being injury prone, it becomes infectious. It really does. It becomes infectious. One guy get injured, another guy get injured. So I mean, this is unfucking believable. I mean, Detroit Lions are set to begin training camp practices on Sunday, and as players report to Allen Park, several are not yet ready to participate for practice. As a result, the Lions made a plethora of roster moves on Thursday, placing 7 players on the injury list. Here's a look at the roster moves in the Lions made. Now, these guys can come back at any time. This is the active pup list. Taylor Decker was new. Miles Frazier, so they drafted another injury broken up guy. Aleem McNeil, we not surprised, but him actually kind of being able to come back at any given time, including the first 4 weeks, is encouraging. Mekhi Wingo, like, oh my God, you drafted another injury-prone player. I mean, I'm just tired of it. Khalil Dorsey, he injured himself pretty bad last year. I like him. Rodriguez, we know he tore his ACL in the middle of last year. So Khalil Dorsey, Rodriguez, McNeil, and Decker is no surprise. Decker, that old man, who really cares? You can plug him in there, and he gonna do his fucking job. So that's what we understand. Decker, you can plug him in there. He's going to do his job. So he just need the rest. You don't worry about him, kind of like Frank Ragnow. I think he going to come back. You heard Carby Joseph call a cap on him retiring. I believe he going to come back, right? But nonetheless, those type of guys, you don't really worry about them. They veterans. They're going to be able to come back and do their thing. The injury guys, we already knew that. But I'm surprised that they're on the active PUP list. That's my surprise. They're on the active PUP list. So that's my surprise that they're on the active PUP list. So, yeah, that surprises me. Because that means they can return at any given time. So that's encouraging too. I mean, I don't know what Mekhi Wingo injury was, but ACL, Rodriguez, ACL, McNeil. I forget what Dorsey's injury. It might have been an ACL too. So, yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, shit, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. So, but then when you look, and this was a guy they probably shouldn't have brought back. So here we go again. Josh Pascal on a non-injury. Like, pack them niggas up, man. Pack them up. Between him and Onwuzurike, I want them gone. I want them gone. I want Wingo gone. I want Onwuzurike gone. And I want Makai Wingo. And I want them gone. Just get rid of them. Just get rid of them. Like, this Pascal was injured before he stepped on foot in this franchise. Onwuzurike was injured before he stepped foot in this. Pack them up, bro. Get them up out of here. I don't even know who Stanley Thomas Oliver is. Pack them up. I'm tired of them because every year they light up the injury list like a Christmas tree. I don't care how good of people they are, how good of players they make. Pack them up. I am so tired of them dudes, bro. And then Onwuzurike, he was so important this year to what they potentially would need to do in the pass rush. Now they got to find somebody that can rush the passer. And they won't. And you see the quarterbacks they playing against next year, dude, man. And then they talking about the Lions had the highest ticket sales and all, man. Bullshit. You a goddamn fool. You go down there and spend that money on them fools. You a motherfucking fool. And I said it. Yeah, I said it. You a fool. Like, man, out your rabbit ass mind. You out your rabbit ass mind. You break bread with them idiots. This got the recipe for a disaster this year. Not saying it will be, but it's got the recipe to be a disaster. The way I'm looking at it, like, I don't see anything too much good coming out of this. Every year these dudes are injured. Like, when is he gonna say, hey man, let's start drafting durability? How about that? Let's start drafting guys that's durable. The one guy that you plan on being his ace in Onwuzurike, now this dude's out the first 4 weeks and you paid him again. You can, even though it's a 1-year deal, get him the fuck up out of here. Get him out of here, please. And it says it's worth noting that players placed on the active pub list or the active NFI list are eligible to come off the list at any point. Oftentimes, players are placed on those lists as a precaution or due to failing a condition test if they're taken off within days. Once off, they're eligible to practice. So some guys may have failed the condition test, or some guys, could be injured. So, could we safe to assume that Makai Wingo and Miles Frazier failed the conditioning test? Could be. However, placed on the reserve pub list means that players will not practice during training camp and is ineligible to play the first 4 games of the season. That means the Lions will be without Levi Onwuzurike for the first month of the season. That's a significant blow to Lions defensive line after resigning Onwuzurike to a 1-year, $4 million contract. They'll already be short Aleem McNeil, who is expected to miss some point at the beginning of the year. I don't expect him to be back, honestly, and be back to form until around December, being that heavy with the ACL. So it is what it is. That was my rant for the morning. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Hit the link in the description. You can find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Kick, Twitch, wherever I'm at in the link tree. Hit it. Peace.